Reynold here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's Kronen Prime. Today I'm going to show you 3 builds, but first, how do I obtain the Kronen and the Kronen Prime? Let me show you. For the regular Kronen, it's at the market right here. Type the weapon's name, Kronen, there it is. 65,000 credits and diesel materials. That's how you obtain the regular Kronen. Now for the Prime. And for Kronen Prime, right now, it's vaulted. You can't really farm these relics to get the parts. The only way for you to obtain the Kronen Prime is to buy it from someone. It's like 90 to 100 plat. It's really expensive, but it's a very good melee weapon, so I will recommend. And there you go. Now, for the builds. For the first setup, this is the exposure setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Condition Overload for melee damage per status type, Quickening for attack speed combo count chance, Blood Rush and Weeping Wounds, a 12x combo that's 440 critical chance status chance, Given Steel for critical chance critical damage, Viral Damage, and Prime Reach for range. These mods. For the extra weapon adapter, I will highly recommend for you to use. It's going to be whatever Tenukai you have. For the Arcane melee exposure on ability cast, you gain 6% corrosion damage on melee strikes for 25 seconds, stacks up all the way up to 240, which is a lot of increased damage and free corrosion damage. That's the Arcane. For the passive, plus 10 particle velocity when you hold this weapon. It's okay. For the stats, the attack speed is good, range is average, fall through is below average, driven dispo is horrible, I will not recommend at all. Critical chance is, I think, average or slightly above average. Critical damage is average, stat chance is above average, and total damage is above average. Overall, the stats are good. These are stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane, and now for the second setup. For the second setup, this is the Influence setup, the mods I'm using here. I did remove 3 mods. I removed Condition Overload, Prime Fever Strike, and Vicious Frost for Prime Pressure Point for melee damage, Shocking Touch for electricity, and Given as Elementalist for status damage and status chance. That's it. These are the mods. For the extra weapon adapter, you can use whatever Tenukai you have. Instead of melee exposure, we're going to use melee influence. We do have electricity, so on electricity status effect, there's a 20% chance for elemental status effect to apply to every enemy in 20 meter radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help you out a lot with clear. And for the stats, instead of viral and corrosion, it's going to be electricity. And there you go. These are stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane, and now for the final setup. And for the final setup, this is the Afflictions setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Prime Pressure Point for melee damage, Corrupted Charge and Given Reflect for 6x combo all the time, plus Heavy Attack efficiency. Amalgam Organ Shadow for critical damage and Heavy Attack 1 speed. We have Given Steel for critical chance critical damage, Given Elementalist for status damage and status chance, Toxin damage, and range. That's it. These are the mods. For the extra weapon adapter, I highly recommend for you to use. It's going to be Dispatch Overdrive. On a heavy attack, you get movement speed, and it's quite nice. For the Arcane, melee Afflictions, enemies affected by status effect gain 6 additional stacks when they're knocked down or flanked by a melee attack. On a heavy attack, you have a guaranteed chance to knock down enemies and a guaranteed chance to proc slash, so 6 additional slash procs, plus we have really high stat chance and toxin, so we're going to proc slash and toxin on a heavy attack, which is quite good. That's the Arcane, and for the stats, instead of electricity, viral, corrosion, it's going to be toxin. And there you go. That's the stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you these 3 builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the exposure setup. I'm going to spawn level 205, Steel Path, or Kimberly Dudes. I'm going to spam my abilities to get exposure stacks. There it is. 240 increased corrosion damage. And now let's get some stacks and get some combo real quick. There we go. Slowly but surely, 8x, 9x, 10, 12, there we go. Heavy Gunner, this Heavy Gunner, goodbye, let me show you again. Now we have 12x combo and all the stacks. Heavy Gunner, goodbye, this Heavy Gunner also goodbye. This thing is deadly, it's still very good. Clean, clean, there we go. That's the exposure setup. The next one is the influence setup. There it is. Spawn the exact same units. Let's get some combo and some stacks. Real quick. We are spreading the influence. 11x. 12. Heavy gunner. Of course, you're going to use some buffs. But even without buffs, this thing shreds. Let me show you again. with at least one buff. Nourish, the most common helmet ability. Everybody can use. Heavy gunners, and goodbye. Beautiful. That's the second setup. Now for the final one, the Afflictions. There it is. You're going to press the Alt Fire button, the middle mouse, to do a heavy attack. And with that, once you get some stacks, real quick. Heavy gunner. Goodbye. Just one attack is more than enough to kill anything. One more time. Bombard. Goodbye, heavy gunners. One more time. Gone. Butchers. These guys die quite fast. The heavy attack build is good. I do like it. Slash procs, toxin procs, guarantee, slash, knockdown. Really good with afflictions. Really good. And there you go. Those are 3 builds. Now it's time for me to show you the influence setup against steel path enemies. So, let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies, the Void, Steel Path, of course, its survival, the Mesco mod. I'm going to show you this build right here. Influence setup, we are spraying the electricity into enemy radius to help us with clear. This is buffless. I will use some buffs later on to help me with clear, of course. And this thing does indeed clear. Kronen used to be a meta weapon for quite a while, even before the Incarnons and Kuva and Tenet weapons. Used to be go-to. Now it's no longer meta. It's no longer off meta, but it's still a very good meta weapon. It's 90 to 100 plat on the Warframe market. Very expensive for a reason. It's a 5-piece prime, so it's going to be expensive. And also it's a good prime overall. I will definitely recommend people to get this weapon. It's really good to have in your arsenal. The stance is good, the stats are good. The design, how it looks, it's sick. Looks very clean. There we go. Let me use my buffs now. My first ability, fourth ability. I'm going to spread heat, viral, and electricity in a large radius. The clear is going to be much better. There we go. Clean. Look at this guy. Poor fool. Goodbye. The stance is so good. I do love the stance quite a lot. Constant AoEs. Fast. Constant DPS. No like delays on attacks. Some stances have delays and I don't really like that. This has no delays. It's constantly spinning and tossing and you're constantly moving forward. It's so clean. Beautiful. Look at this clear. Recast everything yet again. Oof. Alright. Where the hell is the Acolyte? We do need the Acolyte. We need to see the influence setup. Influence setup won't do much against the Acolyte. The Afflictions and the exposure setup will do more. This is more designed for clear than single target. Let's see. We have to wait for the boy to spawn. Argon Crystal. Yummy. I will need a ton of Argon Crystals in the next update. Oh, there he is. Perfect timing. Who is it? Violence? Misery? Misery, there he is. Where are you, Misery? There he is. Yep, good. That's good. Pretty good. There we go. We're done here, boys. I think you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave. And be right back. And we are done. Kronen Prime is still very good. I will highly recommend the weapon and the builds. I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like and sub. And of course, See you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.